Everything is going great. Pretty excited to be back in the booth once again this weekend. And yeah, pretty cool match. We have an interesting teams in this match, that being Indonesia, who actually fell down to the loose bracket after an upset against New Zealand last weekend. And yeah, against Portugal now, so let's see how they do.
In my regard, I mean, definitely Indonesia, a worse team, like the last year's amazing like tag team, but nevertheless, still a strong team. You said it. It was the upset, was seed 15, right? Something like that, and they lost 2-5. And from what I've seen in their in the match and in the MP Link, I'm pretty sure like the maps they won, it wasn't even like picks of their own. So I think it's a big step up forward in this match to just know more like in depth what you're picking, right? Because I think they won the no mods, and this is closer to qualifiers, so in difficulty.
Yeah, so we'll probably see them kind of potentially outperform Portugal, as you know, especially in the losers bracket. I think they're the highest seeded team in the losers bracket, so they probably shouldn't have, you know, too much difficulty against a team like Portugal. But you know, Portugal are always a team that come up with surprises, so.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't last year, I think it was 2021. But yeah, Portugal was had quite of an upset in the losers bracket.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, 2021 in the group stage.
Yeah, still the thing with Portugal, I mean, the fact that with the swap 2-3v3, I think Baby Snakes kind of has it hard. Just make a big presence. Same with Shinsui at Harrock. That's like the two main players I remember in the core Portugal. And then we'll see how it goes with the rest. Because Indonesia, I would say, a very VT strong strength like focus team. And then I don't know. I believe No Mods is gonna be like mainly like the big battle.
Yeah. So coming up with the bans, Indonesia getting rid of Hidden 1, and Portugal responding by getting rid of Hidden 2. We have two teams that are not very big fans of Hidden.
I would say understandable. I don't know, because I imagine Portugal would go more for the high rock picks sometimes. Same with Indonesia, and like both can go for no mods or free mods. So.
Yeah, the free mod pool this week is very, very difficult.
It is.
Though.
It's a big step up, yeah.
Yeah, both free mod 1 and free mod 2 are kind of designed to be somewhat anti-mod. Well, free mod 2, very anti-mod. Free mod 1 is more, it's pretty difficult to mod. But free mod 3 is very, very accessible, even for hidden hard drop. But the thing we need to remember is that each team will need to score a hidden in these free mods, so they can't avoid it forever if they pick one of the free mods. So
yeah, that is true.
And they pick a free mod, and it's the really hard one.
Who did it? Oh, Indonesia.
No, it was a Portugal pick.
Free mod. Okay, Portugal pick. Same as last time against the US. They also started with a free mod. I'm pretty sure it was Baby Snakes pulling off the hidden Harrock, and maybe Shinsui with a Harrock. That's usually how it's gonna go, I believe.
Let's see if I can find their match info. Or how about just the stats sheet? There we go.
Oh yeah, it's the full match. Like that's what I remember. And then Indonesia, I remember neighboring from all time, just Harrock. So it's probably gonna be that. And Indonesia. We'll see how it goes in the first pick from Portugal this time around. Still best of 9. One of these teams is going home.
Yeah, Portugal coming 9th overall in free mod 3 last week.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Like it was a decent first pick. So maybe it's decent free mod 2 first pick this time around. We'll see. I mean, it's not the US that you're playing against.
Perhaps the strategy is just to kind of throw off the other team as much as possible. Why ease into the match when you can just throw in the hardest map immediately into the ring?
Yeah, definitely with this map. I don't know. I feel like I want to see it into play already, but it's gonna be hard to hack, even though it's not Audi 7. and also with all the like different patternings. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, especially for Portugal who picked this, because it can go very wrong. Good luck, have fun in the chat.
Yeah, SV is a much bigger factor of this map than, say, the accuracy or whatever. For hidden, the first kind of half of the map has lots of quite difficult overlaps, and it can definitely make it difficult for the players to read. But the second half of the map, if you're playing with Hard Rock, good luck. And we're well on our way. Baby Snakes being the sole modder for Portugal with the hidden Hard Rock, leaving Warp Zoned and Shinzui with the Nomads, which is a very sensible and respectable choice for Portugal. And, well, for Indonesia, one Hard Rock, Neverland, one hidden Jules, and our third player has disappeared.
Hopefully the third player hasn't gone to, I would say, Brazil or something like that, but I don't know, honestly. Because,
I mean, I believe it's within 30 seconds of the map starting, so it should be a restart.
It should be a restart. Hopefully it wasn't like a big, apparently it was nothing serious. Still, I think like the mods were expected. Maybe the Shinsui without Harrock is the biggest thing. But as you said, Teasel, like the end of this map, like I was seeing the showcase and the end is just very hard with Harrock. It's just like, my God, I don't think it's doable, like just doable, like in general for anyone. And like especially when it's like teams that maybe are struggling to keep up with the mod combination, I would say just go with no mod. Same, like especially if you have a Baby Snakes in your team, who I'm sure will do fine in Harrock.
Well, just as we're about to get started again and take that time, looking at the official pick'ems, it is 91.7% in favor of Indonesia, 66 votes to 6 for Portugal, being 8.3%. So a lot of people believing that Indonesia are going to be the victors of this match, but still a couple of Portugal believers in there. Definitely, like, more than other teams as well, so...
Yeah. Still, like, I think the pick'ems still are, like, kind of way too one-shifted still, but like I would say Portugal, like both teams have had struggles. I mean, that's why they lost in like not even picking their own maps, because like the one single point Portugal did against the US was a breakpoint, and same with Indonesia. And it was all of them of 3 were no mods. So we'll see how this goes with the mod maps. I don't know. I'm expecting a DT after this for Indonesia, or a Harrock, but I think the Harrock is going to be pretty contested. I don't know.
I think a double time makes sense. It's pretty much as opposite as you can kind of get from free mod, and you know, might as well respond back to Portugal's "we're throwing the hardest thing in the pool at yous," and then just throw back. We're gonna play the complete opposite style of map. Good luck. You're suffering just as much as we are.
Oh my God. As we wait for I'm Crow, who's probably going to be the player who's going to call him to Indonesia, if nothing's wrong. My God. I mean, yeah, Indonesia, like the only player they hold up this year was, if I'm not incorrect, was Jolts, and I don't remember if he had like that much protagonism last year. I mean, it was 2v2. Still, one of the a completely new team for Indonesia this year, even though it's well-known faces.
Alright, hopefully we can get started shortly. Looks like one of the players for Indonesia is having a bit of difficulty just kind of getting everything all aligned and working properly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's restarting, so apparently... There we go. That's the ref inviting him back, and even though Portugal is having the siesta, we are gonna start all again. Here we go. Chan. Portugal and Indonesia. Good luck, have funs. Free mod 2. Don't sleep in chat. Here we're going once again in OSU Live 2 with this match of the losers bracket of the round of 16. Here we go.
I think the one thing that we haven't mentioned yet is that because this is a losers bracket, the team that loses this is out the tournament.
Bye-bye.
They're gone.
Bye-bye.
No more.
No more. No third chances. Okay, so same odd combination, of course.
Okay, and Crow is playing it with no mod. Wasn't quite able to confirm that last time. So, no mod advantage either side. But interesting that all the mods are stacked on one player on the side of Portugal, whereas it's split across two for Indonesia. So I wonder how much of a difference that'll kind of make.
Oof. That part of him kind of being a problem for Jals, as you said, the first half is definitely going to have that impact with 87% dropping a bit. Yak, same with the Amcro, still struggling a bit. Maybe the restarts, I don't know, we'll see. But I think, like, if you have to leave all your confidence into someone with a mod combination, it is Baby Snakes in Portugal.
Yeah, definitely. Being very much their star player.
The doubles.
Oh, easy for Baby Snakes.
I mean, that's what I mean. It's 98, right? Yeah, 98%. That's pretty solid for Hin Harag. That's what I meant. Like, as long as the other players in Portugal can keep up with the combo at least and just not get too far behind in the accuracy, this is gonna go well. We'll see how it goes in the second half.
You can definitely see so far that they are achieving that, though. I believe Shinzui did pick up a miss somewhere, but the accuracy is still looking pretty good, and well above 400 combo now. Neverlin is also keeping that full combo with the hard rock as well, but now we're kind of beginning to approach the more difficult part of the map, shall we say.
Yeah, we're gonna need a big, like, miss chain from, like 2 players. I would say 2 players in Portugal and Crow to just, like, step up back right in the end, because this is like a big margin of difference, even though it is a very messier section of the map.
Yeah, seeing those misses, particularly from Baby Snakes, is really what Indonesia wants to be seeing. That is where the big bulk of Portugal's score is lying. But here it is.
Oh, Jals getting the miss, big miss, and Shinsui as well. Oh, Warpson cannot keep up, but that's not enough to beat Portugal. It's Baby Snakes down, and Neighborling already dropped the combo. There's no combo anywhere, Teasel. That's gonna be it.
The score is jumping about, but
yeah, that's because of fail. It's just failed.
It's everyone's just picking up so many misses in this section, so I don't think there's enough time for the score to flip back over to Indonesia.
I don't think so. There was no combo to begin with. I mean, if Nailing had held bit the combo maybe, but he wasn't able to do that, and Indonesia loses the first map, but it was Portugal's pick. So, anyways, I don't know. I think this map went exactly as I expected. Like in the end, it was just all around the place.
Warp zoned actually with only 4 misses on the no mod, which is
That's
a
big.
really nice score actually. And Baby Snakes, of course, topping the lobby with that hidden hard rock. But this is only the beginning. That was Portugal's first pick, and we're now looking over to Indonesia to see what they will be choosing next.
Will it be the DT we were talking about? We'll see. I think Portugal did very well with the free mod. You said it before. Even against the US, it was like the 9th performer. Well-rounded prepared team. That's why I'm a bit impressed by the percentage of voters for Portugal, but I would say on paper, like just the name of Indonesia just rings a bell, and like I would say.
Yeah, they definitely have that legacy from last year.
Yeah. Harag 2. I mean, it could have been Harag, I said it as well. DT seemed like more possible, but the thing with Harag, even though this is the fast Harag, so it's mainly going to be a reading problem, I don't believe Portugal won't be able to fight it back. But I'm scared for the 3rd player in Portugal, maybe, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who their 3rd player will be.
Yeah, because I know Baby Snakes and Shinsui can manage, right? But
I think so, yeah. For last week, we had Rosa playing in the Hard Rocks. They played Hard Rock 1 against the US, and it was Baby Snakes, Rosa, and Shinzui.
it could be that swap. I mean, it was Harrock 1 in the end, so like we are not seeing the fast Harrock. Like it's kind of a different skill set, even though it's the same mod. So I mean, it really depends. I'm not very just I don't have that much information in Warp Zone, like to just know apart from what we've seen last week. But Indonesia is gonna hold up that roster all the way through. I would say it's gonna be the roster we're gonna see the most, especially in a Harrock with Navalin, which I would say is like big Harrock player, at least from what I remember.
Doesn't look like Portugal is going to be making any changes either. I feel like that's the
doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like. Yeah. Apparently, you're going exactly the same way. For the Portuguese to try to take the break point, and Indonesia to take their first point here. The best of 9 series. It is Harrock too. Harrock and Wolf. What a better combination.
And of course the background to match as well.
it's so N-Wolf. It's not even impressive
without it.
It's not even impressive without like a dragon in the background. Or a lizard. I don't know what that is.
Creature.
A creature. As we begin in this 2-minute 21-second map. Ooh! Not the best of beginnings for Portugal.
Yeah, rough start. But really, really great for Indonesia, especially since this is their first pick. Generally, teams
looks like
their strongest.
It looks like they haven't
first,
practiced.
So
yeah,
it's a very good sign for them.
Baby Snakes is holding off pretty well though, like 99.78. Like the accuracy is equally good to I'm Crow, and Jolts just drops back in first third of the map. Warp Zones act as being a big problem though. 86%. It's gonna be very hard to hold it back with like with that score on the board. He has to get to 400 combo at least. It is not a long map at all.
Yeah, Naverlin is similarly sort of matching the high accuracies of Crow and Baby Snakes as well. So having 2 players with a really high accuracy, and Jolts is supporting only just behind them, giving them a really good team score so far. Portugal just not quite able to keep up with that.
Even though Crow lost the combo, Portugal is not able to hold up because Naverlin is just holding off decently and amazingly well to Baby Snakes in this last quarter of the map. I don't think this is reversible.
Yeah, still a bit more to go at full pace as well. So there's still opportunity for combo breaks and that, but yeah, with such a strong lead now, over 300,000 at this point for Indonesia, I don't think it's possible for them to lose the point unless one of their team members has a catastrophe and ends up dropping out the match.
I'm not sure to say if I'm impressed or not, but like Indonesia, amazingly good accuracy in general.
Over 3 million.
Very well. Yes, sir. And that's a full combo for Navalin. Same for Baby Snakes. Oh, 2-100.
Very, very close to what could have been the first double S of the weekend.
Could have been great. Sad for Warp Zone. I mean, we mentioned it. We weren't sure about the third player in Portugal. And sadly, it was true. Maybe Rosa is not like the type of player to hold through this type of maps. And it will be perfectly fine. Nonetheless, Indonesia holding with a very good accuracy, I would say. I would say not impressive at all, since they also play the T very well. So they just do well with that. What do you think we're gonna see now?
Oh, I think it would make sense for Portugal to either stick with the free mod strategy or just rely on the no mods.
Yeah, I think exactly the same thing. I think no mods is gonna be very contested. especially because both teams, I'm pretty sure, won no mod 1 last week. It was like no mod 1 the map they won. Can't recall right now, but like both. I mean, everyone can play no mod 1, even though it's like kind of the vari pick in the no mod pool. But it's no mod 2. It's Curiosity. What killed the cat?
Alright, yeah, looking pretty decent. Portugal came 5th out of 8th overall in that map last weekend. And
no mod 2?
And I've heard from some people that no mod 2 in some aspects could be considered harder last week compared to this week. As this week can also somewhat be treated as a speed map, as the tech kind of relies a lot more on bursts compared to last week, which had lots of crazy snappings.
Yeah, it also has like 1/3 patterns, I'm pretty sure. It's like not that long as well, 1 minute 51 seconds.
Yeah.
I think Portugal can do it pretty well. Like, I know Baby Snakes is well known for playing well tech, but again, we have to see what the teammates can put up to.
Oh, okay, there we go. We do actually have a roster swap. We have a Lightning Wyvern coming in for Indonesia. Swapping it for I'm Crow.
Okay.
But it looks like Portugal are probably going to be sticking with what they have right now. I believe this is the same trio that they had for...
Yeah.
No, it's not. They had Rosa last time as well for No Mod 2. Instead of...
Did they?
Shinzui.
Oh.
Yeah. So...
Hopefully Rosa is not here, isn't here just because she's not, she is, not here at all. Hopefully Warp Zone is just a better. But,
that's what I was thinking. Two maps where last week Rosa was the one playing, but yeah, I haven't seen them so far.
Hopefully Warp Zone can keep up. Lightning asks for...
Well, this is Portugal's own second pick, so they're probably at least somewhat confident on it. And there goes a player.
God. There we go. Goes to Nonia behind the wardrobe. Hopefully it's either the client or getting a restart, but still, I would say, yeah, hopefully. Still, Portugal, I would say this has to be on Portugal's pocket. I would say if there's a map that Portugal has to win, it's no mod 2, especially this early. In round of 16, it's pretty doable. We'll see how it goes with Indonesia. Apparently, it's not the client, so.
Yeah, it says in the MP that they left. Left 14 seconds after the map started, so that is within the 30-second time period.
Yeah, hopefully the ref realizes quick. Yeah.
I guess we can take a quick sneak peek at the scores that they're outputting.
Look at Baby Snake.
Look at Baby Snakes with the double S.
I mean, it's just, that's what I meant. Baby Snake's now at 2. That's basically just going with the best map he has.
He's cooking.
He's cooking.
But yeah, Jolt's also really, really high accuracy, 99.4. Sure. Naverlin 98.4, Lightning is 96.7, like pretty good. And Warp Zone's not too far behind Lightning Wyvern either, so...
Yeah, it would have been very important though, like just knowing how Shinsui performs here. Because, I mean, we've seen like just... I mean, Jolt's kind of keeping up with Baby Snakes, even though it's not a double S. And Warp Zone being the worst act, even though it's like by no means bad at all. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, we knew Baby Snakes was amazingly good at tech, especially this early. But it's gonna be all up to his teammates. Definitely, they don't want to breakpoint this early on, and we like how strong one-sided these two picks have been so far.
Yeah, 2 DCs already. It's kind of crazy. I actually don't know, but I don't know if there's a limit to how many times players can kind of DC before they just kind of get ignored.
I'm not sure if it depends on the ref, but should be written in somewhere.
I'm kind of curious about that now. I'll quickly search for it while...
I'm pretty sure, like, in one map, I think it depends on the map. Like, if it's, like, it can happen, like, more than once on the map for each team or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure it's that way, but can't say for sure. I think it just also depends on the scenario as well. Okay.
Doesn't seem like there's a limit.
Doesn't see. Okay, yeah. Then it's just up to each case scenario.
Yeah. Plus, there's also alternatives as well, such as if the player continues after dropping out of the match, playing the map until the end, like it's just a DC through like internet or something, rather than leaving the lobby. They can send like the replay file in that, which has the correct timestamp for the map starting in the lobby as well. So. And that score can be counted, so...
True. Number 2. Okay, we've seen this lead pick. It was half of the map, remember, very short map. So getting to 400 combo is essential, and holding it through is also very key.
Yeah, Shinsui picked up an early miss. Not sure if we saw anywhere else any misses, but...
It's too early to tell, I would say, but still, like,
it's
20 combo doesn't matter.
It's the white writing on the white drum.
Oh, that combo does matter as Shinsui drops, but just drops right as well. Lightning Wyverner going over Lightning. Oh god, it's just up to the people above. Baby Snakes and Navelin, the two of them.
They're just ping-ponging the misses back and forth between one another.
Yeah, definitely. It was a ping-pong battle that way, but like this, at this time being, I think Warp Zone Zack is being quite the thing that's kind of slowing them back, because Naveling is holding pretty equally with Baby Snakes. And this is very close, though.
Yeah, it's not that different. Like a miss or two from Indonesia easily swings it back over to Portugal. But that does mean that they have to maintain their scores and increase the accuracy a bit more as well.
I would say watch out. Because that can definitely happen last quarter of the map. That's like 70k difference. It's not much at all. Warp Zone is trying to keep back, and combo-wise, Warp Zone is getting to that 400 combo cap, which was basically what they needed to not just go immediately back. The finishers being a problem here, but Indonesia is keeping up fairly well.
Yeah, everyone's at the combo cap now, so misses will be really, really big. And the miss comes from Portugal. This looks like Indonesia's breakpoint.
That's a good breakpoint, yeah. Baby Snakes wasn't able to do it by himself. Shinsui's misses sadly paid up. And oh damn it, that's a good one for Indonesia.
Yeah, everyone with relatively low miss counts overall, but Baby Snakes and Neverland with 6 100s and 15 100s respectively. Really, really nice scores overall.
Really, really nice, yeah. Fast pick Nomad 3.
Oh, damn. Going for the speed. Let's see.
I mean, we said it. I think Nomads are kind of... I don't want to say a toss in the air, but I mean, they are definitely open.
Alright, oh, a Thaza. Yeah.
A Thaza.
Interesting pick from Indonesia. This map features a lot of finishers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So, and
oh my
fast finishers at that, at 280. So,
it's so
for players hard. Like Baby Snakes, who is a speed bongo player, this map is perfect. So, very strange to be picking it into Portugal, knowing these facts. But I guess
I wouldn't say it's like a very confident pick.
Yeah, Indonesia could be aiming to kind of bring out the weaknesses of other players within Portugal, and they feel that combined with sort of Baby Snakes is probably really good score, they could probably sort of just beat it out.
Yeah. Hopefully for Portugal, so it's evened out. Shinsui can come back after what was last map's performance. Baby Snake saying he barely practiced, still full comboing every map. And still, I would say, yeah, as you said, Teasel, like, this map's finishers are just... they're insane, and that's like why some of these players maybe decide to omit them. We'll see about that.
That is always the possibility, yeah.
Yeah, in the map we've just seen right now, most of them were hitting them, but it wasn't 280 BPM. So
yeah, that's correct. Also, they're chained a lot longer as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say, you can opt to not hit the finishes with both keys, and, you know, all of these players should be able to do that very easily. But you're missing out on a lot of score, and that score could make the difference. So it's kind of weighing up the risk.
It is a big risk, and like the patterns of finishers are, oof. Like I know there's like a long stream one, and there's also like a triple pattern, like 3 kind of finisher pattern. So yeah, it's definitely not very easy to hit without practice or skill. Still, as we dive in, it's not a very long map. It's 2 minutes and a half. And Naverling is the first to drop down that combo in 260. Not good, Teasel.
No. They are still in the lead, though. But yeah, that's another feature of this map. Has quite a couple of AKK D16 patterns in there. And at 280 BPM, that is incredibly fast. Oh
my god!
So I think I saw Shinzui and Lightning Wyvern are the ones not hitting the finishers.
Okay.
I did miss if Jolts or Naverlin were or not. But I definitely saw Baby Snakes and Warp Zone hitting them.
No, what was that miss? Shinsui going through the fast section very well, but not being able to keep out that way, and he lost like 600 combo now. Not good at all, as Navelin recovers back from the combo. But watch out, the section upcoming is definitely going to be something.
Yeah, we still have more speed upcoming, and the scores are still pretty close, so there's still the opportunity for Portugal to redeem their breakpoint. But with another miss, that's not the best start.
Not at all. They need a big chain miss from someone in Indonesia. We'll see how that comes back as the class ki of this map strikes it. But like, look at everyone in Indonesia. They're so consistent.
Warp Zone dropping their full combo as well. I think this might be a pretty good point for Indonesia now.
It's a very good point for Indonesia as Warp Zone gets warped down to the abyss as Baby Snakes cannot do everything by himself. Sadly, for Portugal, that means defeat in this map. Even though it's not a pick of their own, it doesn't really matter because it was like a big chance. Even though, look at, I mean, we're not even going to look at the fact that Baby Snakes has 3 100s,
but you know, so
just
they missed out on this. They've missed out on this opportunity for a breakpoint, but they're guaranteed at least one more. And you know, there's still quite a few maps left in the pool. You know, classics such as No Mod 1 being a map that is very known to be quite kind of flip-flop, especially with, especially in the lower stages of tournaments. So that could be a decent pick for them, just as, you know, just hope and pray that their accuracy is just a wee bit better than Indonesia's and they take the point. Or, you know, the opposite way, Indonesia pick that, thinking that their accuracies will be higher and Portugal are the ones that come out on top. But interestingly, Indonesia have so far also avoided double time when we thought that that would be...
Yeah, actually, that was actually very weird, in my opinion. Because I think Nomads are quite more a toss-up than DTs would have been. But apparently for Indonesia, it's not like a DT pool that's comfortable at all. And Portugal is going back to the free mod pool, which actually went well in the first pick. And now that Nomad didn't go as well as planned, they're going for free mod 1.
Yeah, a pretty sensible pick, actually. This one is probably actually easier on the hidden hard rock ability compared to free mod 2. and Baby Snakes did pretty good on that. So Baby Snakes on the Hidden Hard Rock once again should be a really good pick. We'll probably end up seeing Neverlin and Jolts again on the Hard Rock and the Hidden, which shouldn't be as bad compared to the previous map, but you know that their mod scores are competing against Baby Snakes' mod score, which is quite a tough match actually.
Yeah, despite how Portugal has been losing, Baby Snakes has been so consistent. Like I think he full combo every map, so I wouldn't just put that to contrast and look at the mods, because the only no mod is Warp Zone, and Shinsui going finally with that Hard Rock we were expecting from before. Baby Snakes with the Hidden Hard Rock, Lightning Wyvern with Hard Rock, same with Neverling, and Jolts once again with Hidden. Mod advantage, Teasel.
No mod advantage. Both
no mod advantage? That's true.
Baby Snakes is the 2, so yeah.
That's correct. That's correct.
So that means that we are actually equal once again.
I think the no mod is going to be very crucial. Oh god. Oh god, the stream comes in, and that's not a good sign for Indonesia at the beginning. Losing all of the combo.
Yeah, Warp Zone looks like they're really struggling on the Dawn monos, which feature quite often in this map.
There's a lot of repeated patterns in this map, but like still, like it's just, as you said, I don't know. I think even though that like Baby Snakes had that miss, it relies heavily on Baby Snakes this map, and maybe Shinsui right now with the hold up with the combo.
Yeah, well, Portugal are in the lead at the moment, and this next section is not too bad. It's just some potential very slight memorization of these increasing SV streaks.
Oh, the double! Lightning Wyvern dropping the combo there. Indonesia cannot get back with like that way. Portugal's pick so far is proving worth. Last third.
Their lead is very, very slim though.
Shinsui!
Oh, that miss.
That's a big miss! Indonesia coming back, trying to get that match point. Slowly but steadily.
I think there's another crazy tech section at the end of this.
Yeah, there is. I'm almost sure. Last quarter. Someone has to miss for Indonesia. So Portugal comes back and are not forced into the ring of hell.
Jolt's missing.
That's what we're needing for Portugal to go back. But Lightning Wyvern also
missing
gets
it. Come
struck
on, Portugal,
by lightning.
got this.
But that's not enough because Shinsui drops and the Crazy's not favoring Portugal at all.
Zoned.
Oh, damn it. This is going to be match point, Teasel.
Yes, it is indeed for Indonesia once again on a break point. A very, very close one at that. Very unfortunate for Portugal. They had pretty good scores. I mean, especially Baby Snakes with the 1 miss on the Hidden Hard Rock. But Shinsui doing really good as well. 6 misses on the Hard Rock, especially on this map.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think without the miss from Baby Snakes, it would have been Portugal's? I'm not sure. It was 60k difference. So it wasn't that much. It could have been like pretty much equal.
Yeah, 52k. So yeah, I think the last 2 misses from Warp Zone and Shinsui right at the very end also made a decent difference.
Definitely. Well, Teasel, all the Indonesia believers are getting payback. They're getting their retribution. They're getting all the money they put. But Portugal isn't dead yet. It's just like a squeezle that's trying to bear out in the surface, trying to eat that last grain of rat that's sparsed out throughout the field. I don't know what I'm saying, but Portugal needs 4 points to come back and a tiebreaker. So we'll see how that goes. And this pick from Indonesia having a big disadvantage right now. And Rosa is back.
Yep, Rosa is in fact here, here to support Portugal and do their best in Hard Rock 1, Indonesia's potential final pick of the match.
I wouldn't say Portugal. I think Portugal had more problems with the consistency as a team than performance in general, because they were doing well. They did well, but I don't know. It was more about like the combo holding through. Shinsui not in his best shape, sadly. And now Portugal is gonna be up against the rope. 2 picks left for Indonesia, and 1 more for Portugal if they win this one. And it's a hard 1.
Shinsui being brutally attacked by a cat. And of course, cats always come first over video games.
Portuguese cat attacks. Brr, brr. Good luck, funds are coming in the chat. I think it's not done yet for Portugal, especially in the Harak map. We've seen no DTs for some reason from Indonesia. Maybe that calls for something. Maybe we'll see later if Portugal wins it back. But that's the last chance they have in TWC 2023 with 2 minutes and a half in Harak 1, 180 BPM, 9.1 OD. Big step up from last week. So maybe not the same comparison in like if you did last week well, maybe not so much this week. We'll see.
Yeah, it's all or nothing really for Portugal now.
It's now or never, and now maybe is when nerves are starting to shake in. I mean, it's either you're already set in the match, especially Rosa, first map for them. Ah, big miss there.
Oh, it is the very beginning of the map, though. It's probably the best place to miss before the combo gets too big.
I do agree, though. Yeah, it's not that way behind, even though everyone's gonna have to get to 400, and that's when Indonesia is gonna make the difference. Still very solid for Indonesia, but very close at the same time, because Baby Snake's accuracy is being quite above everyone in Indonesia. No one's getting to that 99%, and that's making it go very slim.
Yeah, they
watch
just
out
gotta
with that.
keep holding on.
Oh, this is gonna be very relentless as Lightning Wyvern drops a bit some 100s, and it goes even closer than last maps in the Ki. Sure enough.
Yes, since we're really close here, the ending of this map is going to be the really big determining factor. The difficulty does ramp up a wee bit more. We have more 1/6 patterning, and
watch out with those 1/6.
That's where everything is gonna be settled.
I'm just
Everything's
praying
gonna be
for Portugal not to jinx it there. It's up to them right now. It's up to Rosa. It's up to Shinsui. And now it's not, because Rosa drops back. That's a big drop in the last quarter. Indonesia's consistency is paying off back in a very big combo. Stack up. And it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, the lead's going further in favor of Indonesia. We're at the most difficult section of the map now, though. We also have 1-3 getting sprinkled in. But it looks like Indonesia managed to handle it really well.
It looks like this match is gonna end with Indonesia winning against a Portugal that did their best, try their best effort as Neverling drops in the last pattern. Apparently 1 miss. Everyone else cleanly going through this Harak 1 and going through this team that was Portugal. Congrats for them, and GG, well played for Portugal. Thanks for always playing, especially Portugal, with almost the same roster every year.
Yeah, Baby Snakes with a really amazing 7-100 play on Hard Rock 1, but unfortunately, they will be leaving the competition for another year. But
well,
great news for Indonesia.